just setting things up right now. Right now with it. Oh, I gotta show you a risk disclaimer so that they don't come to my house and try and kidnap me. Alright, I had to do that because then they're gonna come knocking at my door and be like, hello? You're in some big trouble, sir. Anyways. Today's a big day because of, well, NFP. Not NFP, CPI. Yesterday I did take a loss. We got into a trade and it worked well in the beginning, and then we ran into a lot of consolidation, which just created, well, choppy market. Now I have another setup. I want to try shorting here maybe. I'm not sure. The thing is, this is a sweep, but I don't like the bodies. You see how the bodies are very small compared to what the wicks were doing. A lot of back and forth. And then the sweep happened, after 9:30. So, I don't know. We're probably not going to come up this fair value gap, so I don't have to worry about shorting. But, yeah, we're just going to wait and see for now. Maybe we get another 5-minute short-term high. Something like that. I'm going to use TradingView, but I'll be trading on top step just so I have hiccups. My goodness. Hey, you see me now? Hello everyone, I see I have 2 viewers right now. Welcome to the stream. Let me quickly look at that CPI print. I took a look at it this morning, but surprisingly we're, well, exactly as we forecasted, 2.9%, because PPI yesterday came out, not the month over month, but PPI year over year was forecasted to come out higher and it came out much lower. So this, and core PPI too, which excludes the volatile things, which means historically there was a correlation between PPI and CPI. Usually when PPI comes out lower, CPI comes out lower. So the fact that it didn't come out lower is interesting enough. So I'm overall bullish today. I believe we've swept liquidity already at the lows, relative equal lows here. Might have swept to the CPI, and I'm only bullish right now because it seems like I have a setup to go long. There's a 5-minute short-term price swing higher. I like the way the bodies look. So if we can form displacement in the fair value gap, or an inverse fair value gap, I'm gonna go long on top step. And since CPI came out, I'm gonna do it with 2 contracts. I'm actually a little cold. Yeah, big day today. That print, a lot of people are also waiting for that print. Like, a lot of people were in the market yesterday, out of the market, waiting for the print. So there's a lot of volatility today, I think. Alright. Hello Nolani, welcome to the stream. Alright. Bring out the jacket, yes sir. Sirski. Just cold, and I have this jacket right next to me. We got a high ski from Nolani. Just gotta get my trading view over here because I'm gonna be doing some other stuff with it. Let's see how big that stop is. I'm just waiting for there to be an inverse. It's not looking like it wants to inverse though, it's rejecting it, so I don't know, maybe we'll push down a little bit lower. You're full porting the trade? What the hell? So we got another viewer, 3 viewers in here. Little one. Feel free to say hi, just so I like to know who's watching, who's not watching. Don't be scared, I won't bite. Dang, it's like a brick wall. This thing's like a brick wall. There you go. I don't have a timer here. Why don't I have it? Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, here. Bruh. This thing actually cheesed me. Just be patient. If it goes out without me, it goes out without me. It is what it is. I'm not gonna... I was about to click buy, like, as soon as it, like, dug into this up close candle. But it's okay. It's easy for it. It could just come back down. And I'd rather not get in prematurely at the high. I saw an Indian. Did my Indian accent break out? No, 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 no. I hear a lot of Indians. I buy pizzas. One time I was making pizza on the line and we had a big order, like 5 extra large pizzas, and they're all like veggies and stuff. And I looked at my manager who's Indian. I'm like, there's definitely some Indians. And I was right. The guy's last name was Patel. Kevin Patel. I have a feeling like it's not going to come back down. And there you go. A good push so we can get in that fair value gap. The 25-point stop. That's nice. The Dow is just boosted higher. That thing is ripping. Dollar's lower, gold's up. Oh no, gold's down. A little. Oh fuck! I almost missed it. That's about 1,000. Alright, see what this takes us. So if I am to go over my model here, there's a short-term price swing on the 5-minute chart higher. I've got 8:30 open, we're beneath 8:30 open, midnight open, we hit midnight open somewhere here. So we came down and tagged it. Where is midnight? Right here. So we mitigated midnight. Have everything I need to go long basically. And yeah, so far so good. It looks like it's displacing quite a lot. Now for profit targets, I'm not just looking at the high of the day. There's previous day high. But I'm gonna stop at 3,000 just because I want to stick with the consistency rule. My model is very high win rate, so I don't really care about the consistency rule. Well, I'm sorry, I do care about the consistency rule because it would just make it harder. Since there's not many trades in a month, it would just make it longer if I don't follow the consistency rule. But I do tell some people if their model is like 30% win rates and it happens often, you know, don't follow the consistency rule because then you're making it, if you have a low win rate, you're making it harder for yourself if you're not going to go for the full profit of your trade. But for me, since almost every trade wins, I don't really, or at least with this model, 75% of the time, I don't really need to, like it's better for me to follow the consistency rule basically. As I know there's some people watching that I've said, you know, don't follow the consistency rule. Just go for as much profit as your trade gets. But if I were to look at that and see like where potentially I could take profit, what I would do here is I would be, oh my goodness, hold on. There you go. That's better. That's better than whatever shenanigans came up before. But I would be deviating. This is a standard deviation. I'd be going for half, -1. Also do the same thing with the breaker, you know, or even the move lower here. I would just find something that lines up with the previous day high. Most of the time, I found the most accuracy with the sweep, deviating the sweep, and so I do aim for between -1 and 50%, maybe 75%. That's a good target, but also the sweep lower in CPI. Well, I don't really like that because of the long wick. It's, you know, I don't know. You can also use the bodies, but usually I use the sweep, either the bodies or the wicks. Using the bodies gets you -1, so I would aim for just previous day high. It seems like a good target in terms of standard deviations. It's very, very doable to reach up there. If I were to go to previous day high, my trade would yield me 4K. and my profit target will move up to 8K instead of 6K. So I mean, like, I just be able to take one more trade. Like, it's not, to me, it's not worth it to forget about the consistency rule. In case some of you were wondering, I know I have 3 viewers right now, so some of the usual viewers might have seen me trade on my live. I'm not trading this model on my live anymore because I'm trading a different model on it. One that's lower win rate, but it's easier to follow and it's more data orientated. This one's it's not that it's not data orientated, it just doesn't happen as often in a month, so psychologically it's very hard to rely on this as a source of income. So this is why I'm choosing to do it on Top Step, since, you know, there's not many losses, and I feel like it's the perfect model to do for prop firms, because, you know, you don't have to, you know, for my model, I know how often it can lose. Like a 5 losing streak can happen 6 times. For my other model that I'm now trading on my live, a 5 loss streak can happen at least 6 times in a year. It's to be expected, at least. So statistically, over 3 years, losing streak of 5 trades or more will happen 6 times every year over 160 trades. But you know, prop firm, if I take 5 losses in a row, I could lose my account, right? Like, my account could be in drawdown by 20%. So I could lose multiple funded accounts and have to get funded every time, or risk a lot less. At least with a live account, I can go in 20% drawdown and still be fine. And, you know, not have to use a small amount of leverage, you know, to get around that. But yeah, that's why I'm trying to shift things around, and I'm now trading this on Top Step. I just have to get funded before I can make actual money from this. When I do, money's gonna be big, as you can see. I'm just journaling on my other screen here. forgot to log one of yesterday's trades. There you go, we're done now. And then, the actual rules would say take profit right here. But whatever, we're gonna go for 3K. Because I'm a gambler, I don't want to follow the rules. Nice. I want to stay above this gap now. I'd like to see a quick run higher. have 4 viewers now. Hello everyone. Only one person has commented so far, letting me know what's up, saying hi. What's up, Gallagher? Everyone, nice trade. Thank you. Siusa, I'm biggest fan. Autograph. Oh, what the hell? I'll give you an autograph anytime. I only autographed on the chest though. It's my rule. I can only autograph on the chest. Yeah, welcome to the stream. I'm glad to see you guys in here. Nolani biggest fan. You guys are gonna fight over right now. Nolani is number 1 in the whatever ranking system. I don't know. She has the most XP right now, so that's all I'm gonna say. A little bit of a pullback here. See what the higher time frame looks like. See, on a 1 minute, this looks kind of scary. I see these fair value gaps, inverse fair value gaps, and I go to higher time frame, 5 minutes. Doesn't look so scary. It's not so bad. You know, we just went up above this short-term high and rejected it a little bit. It doesn't mean that we're gonna reverse and start going lower. This could just be I mean, maybe, but maybe I might lose this trade from here. But I mean, this could just be a pullback because we took out some liquidity up here. Temporary pullback just to breathe a little bit. I've seen that happen many times. I'm not worried. Higher time frame, order flow is still very much higher. Up close candles closing above. Nothing to worry about. What the fuck? AC is the biggest fan. Yeah, you become number one if you keep commenting. Right now, we got, y'all are tied actually at 75 XP. Theo Gallagher is number one. I'm not even capping. Theo Gallagher is number one. Andy, you're last. I'm not gonna lie. You're slacking. I don't know how Theo got number one, but I feel like he commented the least. Did anybody else take this trade, by the way? I know Nolani, you said you'd take it. Did you end up taking it? Yeah, I don't know how Theo's the GOAT. I don't know how he managed to do that, but he did. You gotta give it up to him. Maybe YouTube just, yeah, I know that you often say what's up, and I see I have like one viewer but no one's speaking. Did you take any other position today? Nah, I have only 2 models, and my second model didn't show up. It's the one where I short 930s above midnight and 830. So it looks like it showed up, but I also have a rule where if we cross right here, only trade if price is on the same side of the midnight level after 830. But if I didn't describe that well, but if 925 out my chart and notice 830 open, the idea, I don't explain that well, but the idea is if we cross beneath midnight, or if 830 opens up and we cross beneath midnight, I don't trade. But because it was so volatile, CPI, we crossed beneath midnight, then we came right back up because of how volatile it was above midnight and 830. So I didn't get my signal to short. Even though we were above both levels, we had still manipulated lower first, and so I didn't go short. And I would have lost anyway if I would have went short. So it's a good I didn't. Well, it doesn't matter if I would have lost or not, but no. So okay, let me show you on TradingView because it's a little confusing. So look, this is the 925 candle, right? I would normally go short above 830 and midnight. First at 925 or between 925 and 930. So I would have waited a few minutes until like 928, whatever, and I would try to go short here. But the reason I didn't go short is because 830 manipulated lower, crossed beneath midnight, and then because of CPI, the volatility just made it so that we came all the way back up here. But normally, under normal conditions, it would have probably still been down here, and then it wouldn't have aligned with my rule. On my Notion journal, I have a rule here: 830 crosses midnight. If 830 crosses midnight, I don't trade. So when I back tested, that's one of the things. That's one of the things that I notice we lose often whenever we have a scenario like this. But today was just because of CPI again. It was above both levels. I just knew it wouldn't work because the reason I even have those rules in the first place is to capture 830 manipulation and a 930 distribution. But I knew that we had 830 manipulation lower, so I should be looking to go long. It didn't make sense to long at a premium, so I was kind of discretionary there, and I didn't follow the rules the way they're written. But in my head, I understand my rules differently though, and I understood that 830 opened and shot lower and crossed midnight, so it wasn't like, it's not that I didn't follow my rules. It's just the way I have them written down. It doesn't usually happen where we sweep beneath midnight like that and then we come all the way back above it. But I'll tweak those rules a little bit. If you don't believe me, I can log into my live account and show you my trades. I didn't take that, but Nolani didn't take it either. Fill the 946 fair value gap. No, I don't think it's gonna fill that. If it does, it'll probably lose. I mean, it could fill it, but it'll probably lose if it does that. UJ is tanking. Oh, that's not good. UJ is tanking. But I've seen it often, not often, but I've seen it sometimes where they're completely uncorrelated, but it doesn't happen often. UJ usually correlates with the NASDAQ. What is happening in UJ? I think this is probably because those rate cuts aren't coming that they were rumored in Japan. I don't think it has much to do with the NASDAQ. Because if inflation came out as expected in the United States, then the odds for a rate cut in the United States lower. And if the United States keep their rates higher or raise rates, if they don't move the rates and they keep them higher when they should be cutting, it's just like if everybody else in the world lowered their rates. I think I might have gotten that wrong. But I think UJ was thinking of raising rates on the expectation that the Fed would start cutting rates, making things easier. So UJ might be, it's going lower, which means the yen's actually strengthening though. Gonna move my stop up to just beneath the fair value gap, because I think if it's gonna tap in the fair value gap, if the trade's still gonna work, it should do it quickly. I don't think they should get filled. Yeah, but isn't if UJ's tanking, if it's going down, doesn't that mean that yen is strengthening? Let me see something real quick. Yeah, so if people expect rate cuts, traders, investors anticipate it will lower yields. It reduces the appeal of holding assets in that currency. So the expectation weakens the currency. No. Didn't you say earlier in the week, did you say that the Japan were going to cut rates or raise rates? Because I don't follow what's happening in Japan. But I think you said that they were expected to cut or raise. I don't remember which one it was though. I don't remember if you said it in your journal or in person. Japan said they may raise rates. Okay. But and if the I don't know, because UJ is the inverse of the yen. So if UJ is going lower, that means yen is strengthening, or the dollar's just weakening a lot, or both. But with how fast it's going down, it seems like it's both. Yes, so I just put it into ChatGPT. But if the market had priced in rate hikes, so you said they're expecting rate hikes. If they priced in rate hikes, normally, people money's gonna flow into the market, and if let's just say they don't expect to have those rate hikes, like you said, the unemployment data failed terribly, so now they may not raise the rates anymore. Investors are scared. They pull out their money. It weakens the yen. The yen shouldn't be going up, but it is. It's tanking. So that's the thing. I don't know. There's like a disconnect here. There's something that doesn't pass the sniff test. But also, yen has just been in this. I don't know how you trade the yen. It's just been in a. I mean, recently it's been a bit better, but yeah, I don't know. It's just looking ugly. Somebody joined the Discord. I'm in a Discord server, a new Discord server right now, actually. I got too many tabs open. Nah. I feel like lately these markets are so restricted. I'm not gonna lie though, also a partial system. Once I have the ability, because right now it's just a challenge, but once I build this account, I get past, I have my 100K account and I can start building it, and I can get to the point where I can trade like 10 micros in a position. I wanna do a partial. I wanna set up partials. I have an idea how I want to do it, but it would be so much easier. Like I was up by like over 2K here, right? And I didn't take anything off. Now it's come all the way back, and now it's like I don't know. It feels like trade is worth so much more work mentally than I had initially thought. Coming up here, pulling all the way back, some more time to wait. Like it'd be so much easier psychologically if I could actually take some partials. But the way I would do it would be, I have an idea of where every single trade, like minimum, runs to. Usually I always get 20 or 30 points. So I would take a very small partial there. Not enough to put me in profit if the trade loses, but just enough so that, the risk is reduced. And since almost all my trades go to that level, it just makes sense to take a little bit off there to reduce the risk. Is you're not taking too much to the point where you're impacting the RR negatively. You're still gonna make a lot from full TP, but you're gonna save a little bit of money from your loss. So it feels like you don't take a full loss. It feels better. And sometimes you can get caught, and like yesterday, we got caught where we had a little bit of profit, consolidated, and then it rolled over. And now it feels like the same thing's almost happening. But if I had taken a partial here and then a second partial maybe at the current day high, it's another obvious place to take a partial. Now maybe I would only had half the trade on, and I'd be break even for the day with a full stop. That's like a free trade at that point, and that mentally would be like heaven. I would be able to sit back. Not that I'm worrying, but it's just because it's a combine, I don't really care. But if this was live funds, it might be different. I'm so drunk right now I can't finish my sentence. Swimming in the money, waking up to Benjis. Oh my. I'm gonna use the song Ferrari Striker by Lil Got It. Well, whether it works or not, I'm recording. I'm gonna post a sped up version. That'll be the song. I'm a real demon, fucker on a cycle. That's too much of day, no time to forgive. New crony, I got shit on my Look, forever she telling me, keep saying, I hit from the back, now she's saying, yeah. What am I yapping about? Nothing. I don't need to worry about that. Did you take this trade, by the way? Did you full port this trade? She want pop star, rock star. I got new hoes on a roster. I'm proper. Looking on my record. Sexual Acacia. It's a long time. I'm trying to go faster. What, Ferrari Striker? Wait, can you hear my music? Oh, I thought you were talking about the earlier trade. The 930 trade. Dang. You missed out. What's your song? How is that your song? That's it. I've been listening to that song since it came out. Nope. I guarantee you I've been listening to this song since it came out. Yeah, I did. Wait, did I? I don't even think I added it to your playlist. Yeah, I did add it, but I've been listening to that song for a minute. My brother's a big Lil Tecca fan. Hop on Muffin Lingo, it came with exhaust. I don't really care what she said, but my dick no mouth. I'm the one telling them mentions about new health. Alright, well, I mean, I'm not denying you like the song. It's a good song. I don't know why he's number 3. What the hell? Ismael is number 1. This guy made one comment. Yo, I don't know how this thing works, but like, this guy made one comment. No, 2. 3. Yeah, you saw Moonstar Discord? This guy's gonna kick me. Like, no one posts on that stuff. This guy wants me to set a goal to stay locked in for everybody to see. Like, no. And the thing kept asking me, go to the thing and set a goal. Like, so I just set a goal. I want to stay locked in. And then he's like, that's not a goal. That's not the format. Like, at least I posted something. Like, what the fuck? It's rigged? What's rigged? Oh, yeah, the whole thing is rigged. AC is last. Like, take in. Why is this? No. What the fuck? Why is AC last? My two biggest fans are last. This is a W song. Very vulgar though. Thought I told you time and time again, this shit won't stop. Back in show by show, not triple double pot. Buckley 5 or 6 shows on from here, on out. Hooping at 25 rolls, all great interior. Whenever it's cloudy, every day I'm building my goals and whatnot clout. Bad bitches under my belt, I cook like a chef. I missed a chow. Why is this thing teasing me, bro? Like, always does this. It's like a LP signature move. It just wants to tease me. Three. I have to buy the wings. The fuck? You got some big winners too. I'm putting all my money on roulette, but I don't know what you're talking about. That 3 bandos is going straight to roulette. Thought I told you time and time again, this shit won't stop. Back in show by show, not triple and double a pot. Buckley 5 or 6 roll shows on him on now. Hooping at 25 rolls, all great interior from whenever it's cloudy. Every day I'm building growth, I'm chasing health and wealth, not clout. Bad bitches on my belt, I cook like a chef, I'm Mr. Chow. Yeah, Nolani has a roulette strategy. Apparently, like, you're gonna win 80% of the time or something. So, oh my god. I'm gonna send it to the group chat. Strat. Thought I told you time and time again, this shit won't stop. Back in show by show, I'm trying to triple and double a pot. What? Roulette in Canada? Canada is basically the US. I'm looking at a roulette table. We have a 0. I don't know. I don't know if we have 0, 0, like a double 0. Oh, I don't think we have that. We don't have 0, 0. That's good then. Okay. We don't have 0, 0. I mean, at least, I don't know. If I go in and see that 0, 0, then we're fucked. Hey, Nolani's number 1. AC still last. That's tough. Okay. Thank you. I have a haircut later, and then gym. Wow. Yeah, imagine my take profit was a little bit higher. How is this possible, broski? What is possible? Yeah, Nolani, I guess YouTube just knows, bro. YouTube just knows. Like, Nolani's number 1. I think Nolani. If I were to give my own ranking, actually, I don't want to give my own ranking. But Nolani has double the XP everybody else has. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Ismail is an imposter. I don't agree with that. Ismail just infiltrated the entire rankings. That's just, this guy commented 3 times and is tied with everybody else. Not only practicing in gym is good. Notice how he didn't give his rankings. Didn't want to hurt feelings. I didn't want to hurt any of y'all feelings. It's not. I need song suggestions. For the trade playback, we got Fuck With Your Boy. 3 minutes 26 actually lines up perfectly with the trade sped up. It's actually exactly 3 minutes 26. Should be convenient. I wouldn't have to do any more editing. We've got Trap 101 or Ferrari Striker. It's a tough choice. We can share number 1. That sounds a little. Share number 1. I'm not gonna lie though, Theo's been an OG. So I'm gonna hurt both y'all feelings, but I think the number 1 spot goes to Theo because this guy's been an OG. I don't know if he's here watching right now, but he's an OG. There he is. Yeah. What's up, Theo? Yeah, but anyways, I'm probably gonna see if I can head to my haircut now, real quick, and then journal everything. I really just have the gym after that. Gym I gotta do, and that's it. 150 XRP for nothing. I haven't looked at XRP in a minute. But yeah, so anyways, thank you everybody for tuning in. I appreciate the comments. And if thank you to everybody who liked and commented. And hopefully, I think I'll be there tomorrow because tomorrow might also be a good day to trade. Usually Fridays are my best days, so I'll try and be there tomorrow. Same thing. And yeah, peace out. Good luck for anybody still trading today.